Hi Aquarius. I did start your reading. I had a little tickle in my throat, so I kept coughing. So just asthma coming through, but probably because I'm not being able to be as energetic and outdoor as I'd like to be due to current situations. So this is a reading for Aquarius, and I have this all laid out and ready to go. I feel like at the moment, Aquarius, it's your time to shine, being a lot of activity going on in Aquarius. Um, we see transits that have gone into Aquarius. Saturn went into Aquarius and then is retrograding. So you had a little sneak peek of what's sort of to come. Um, so, further ado, let's do these cards. So I start off with my astrology cards, and I have the planet card of Venus. I have the 5th house, and I have Leo. Now, what I want to look at here is the correlation between Venus and Leo. Leo is quite flamboyant and sort of, royalty, the leader, keeps cool under pressure. But Leo also rules the heart, which we have Venus also ruling the heart. So I would say here that we are looking at some sort of romantic factor, and especially with the 5th house here. We can look at it at different aspects, but when I put these cards together, it's definitely telling a story of some sort of romantic connection or relationship. And I think, the relationships can also be based on the love you have for others, how that translates and things like that. So take that how you will. If you want, if you're having, being in ISO and being connected to your family, and being, showing love in different ways, and Leo is definitely, the pride and bringing everyone together, the family institute. So if what I do is I lay out my astrology cards, and then I lay down this set underneath. So it goes 3 through 3, and then a clarifier. So if we look at Venus, under Venus, and going along the lines of relationships and love-based situations, we look at the Fool, and the Fool is in reverse. And for me, it's saying that you're being a little bit more focused on what you are doing, not taking drastic actions, perhaps just enjoying the moment, and being a little bit reserved in situations. When we look at the Fool right side up, it's saying this person's kind of throwing caution to the wind and taking that leap of faith. And I think with the Fool being in reverse, it's saying, I'm okay where I am. I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to watch the situation and be a little bit more cautious about things. We may be looking at situations surrounding marriage, or some sort of situations that require what's the word? Contractual issues. So it might see you going in and perhaps buying something together. It could also mean marriage, but also could mean buying something together, something large together, making a commitment in that type of fashion. Um, if we look under the Leo card here, we have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is if we're going to undertake these contracts, to be very clear on the terms, be very clear on everyone's position in the contract. Don't just sort of go, okay, yes, we're going to buy a car together. Oh, that's great. Rah, rah. Really kind of look at what's going to happen if there's a breakup. Who gets a car? Who's paying what? Make sure everything is, you know, in order. Make sure everything's in order. I think that's, yeah, definitely make sure everything's in order. And especially with the Fool in reverse, you know, it's being a little bit reserved and saying, okay, well, let's yes, we're going into this, it's exciting, but let's be intelligent about it. Okay, I want to look at under my Venus cards. So we have Venus, the Fool in reverse, and then the Magician. The Magician. So if we're signing these contracts, I feel like, and especially, you know, the Magician has his wand out and he's, you know, doing the figure eight, and he's, again, making sure it's all tied up, everything's good to go, but it comes to fruition. Everything pans out nicely. So whatever you've been hoping to achieve, you know, well, coming into this month and going through this month is going to be, what's the word? Positive in nature. So I think just as long as everything is focused and in line, it's going to have a positive outcome. Don't be scared to open those conversations with loved ones that, such as what happens in the event of, or what happens with, or, you know, it could be making someone the executor of a will. It could be, you know, tying up those loose ends. It could be, you know, anything really to do with signing paperwork. The signing of the paperwork. And the Magician definitely makes things happen. And I feel like, you know, being under Venus and Venus also is things to do with our indulgences and success in things like that. So Magician being there is definitely a very positive outcome, I feel like. Okay, we have Temperance here underneath the 5th house and underneath the contracts. Again, we're looking at the balance. We're looking at balancing everything out, and I feel like, you know, this is definitely telling me a story as I'm going along, that things are happening. I think, you know, things aren't rushed, and especially in this situation that we're all in, we can actually have that time to sit down and have a chat about the future, about what's going on. You know, the balance of Temperance too is sort of like not to worry about it, not to, because she's emptying her cup into another one and then it's going back. It's almost like the Magician's figure eight. So 8 may be a very lucky date for you, or number that's coming around, but it's the sign of infinity. So whatever you go into, do not worry. Don't worry about if you think you're going to leave yourself short or things like that. I feel like, you know, you've opened those conversations with other people or people that you're going into these contracts with or signing contracts for. It will all pan out. at the end of the reading under Leo, we have the Karma card. Karma card. So exactly what it says. Whatever is coming across now, whatever is happening now, we're looking at karmic events that are meant to be happening. They're all meant to be happening in, you know, in a very regimented way. And I think, you know, Aquarius are not known for liking to stick to rules and things like that. And I think this is, you know, whatever contracts are being signed and things like that, it's almost like laying a rule down. And so, you know, maybe there is that little bit of, you know, a little bit of resistance there that but you know, Aquarius too are very much, they're very informed. You guys are very informed. If you don't know something, Google's your mate. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's all really kind of positive cards. You've got Leo there too, who they have the strength to get them through anything that's going on at the moment. Right, I'm just looking. So yeah, I think that's sort of self-explanatory. We're looking at contracts and signing things and being positive, but being regimented. This is my goddess cards. And here we have, oh, I can't say, bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine, which is pretty much what the style of the reading has said anyway. So I hope that helps Aquarius for the next month. Keep positive, keep safe. Peace out.